Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play. Today we are playing Trunked. This is a HTML game. Typically I play Flash games. I guess I'll put this underneath the category of a Flash game even though it's not. So let's get this started, shall we? Okay, so basic story is you're in a trunk. So let's do this. You're in darkness. A flash of light cracks through. Your eyelids open, but you still see only black. The back of your skull aches, ringing like a church bell. Need to get back. Back where? You're lying on your side, but strangely in motion. Is this a hangover or or the worst? Pardon me. It's the worst hangover. Hold on, sorry. If this is a hangover, it's the worst hangover of your life. I suck at reading out loud. You should get up, it says. Clang! The vehicle knocks into something hard and cold. God damn! I suck at monologuing. Ha! Clang! Your head knocks into something hard and cold. No. Time to steady yourself. You feel your hands pulled tight behind your back, then smack down on your side. Hard, face hitting rough fabric. Oh Jesus. You pant, feeling the panic rise. Oh fuck. What is this? Take a moment to look around or try to calm your breathing first. If I was in this... Okay, let's treat this like I was in this scenario. Okay, so try to calm down my breathing. A steady hum, a dull rumble of the rough carpet, a dull rumble of the rough carpet against your cheek. I have to make sure I'm reading this right. You shut your eyes. Hear beneath a churning rush of road the plink and pop of pebbles on metal chassis. And faintly, although you might just be imagining tiny static breaks of chatter from behind you. My God, your voice hoarse, unfamiliar even to yourself. Am I in a fucking trunk? So how the hell did I get here? Lying horizontally makes you really feel the car's motion. Especially on the turns when you swing, inertia yanks you around, your stomach churns. And still the stabbing in your head that makes it hard to think. But in that void you see flashes. A house across a marshy pond. A leering face with two flinty eyes. You don't know who you are or even how you got in here. Your wallet could at least tell you your name, but there's no way to reach it with your hands tied behind your back. Well, actually, it depends on how your hands are tied behind your back if you think about it. Try to wriggle free, or there's something sharp under your leg that you could rub against. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger, red toe, either feel or long ago. My mama told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Rub against it. Under your calf, you feel a piece of hard plastic. You get a hold with your fingertips. Recognize it as a small ice scraper. Hope this does the trick. Hooking the tip with your fingers, you weasel it up between your wrists and start chiseling back and forth. A few minutes later, a bit bloodier and some scraped skin, you're free. But you still have no idea where you are. Time to dig out your wallet. Who you are, I'm sorry. Time to dig out your wallet. You dig around in your jeans as well as the pocket to your windbreaker. Luckily, you're dressed for the cold. Your limbs are stiff, and you have to will them to move. As you pull things out, dropping them in front of your lap, you realize your hands are shaking. Try to look more closely, but apart from a few pinpricks of light, it's too dark to see more than the general shape of things. In the end, you freed your wallet, a cell phone, a book of matches, and a small plastic device, but no keys. Something in here has to tell you who you are. Um, well, obviously you look at your wallet, but it's not bright enough. So, hold on, but there's a small plastic device. Let's see what the small plastic device is. Small, hard, light piece of plastic, about the size of a Mars bar maybe, has a few buttons on the front, a teeny grating or grill, a speaker maybe. This is something, but just not what you're looking for yet. Okay, we're back to this. A cheap plastic flip phone. You snap it open, fumble with the on button. A young woman's face gleams at you from the darkness. A knowing smile of recognition. You press the call button. Read the words. No signal. Battery is down to its last bar, but at least you can see. This ought to help. Okay, so let's drag out our wallet. Leather, hand tooled, a bit rough around the edges. Doesn't feel like any cash, but at least you've got ID in there. Not that you can see it. You prop open the phone so it casts a good glow on the rug in front of you. Fumbling through your plastic, fumbling through your plastic, you slip out your driver's license and remember. Staring across the marsh at the old Tanner house, sky awash of grays in the softly gauze November sun. Telephone poles like crosses set against the haze of light. Your name is Charlie Logan. You're a reporter. Most of the time that means getting people to open up. Sometimes it means waiting to see if they come around. You got a tip that one of the Tanner brothers would be willing to talk. Isn't that why you're here? Or wait, no, that's not it at all. I'm gonna say no. You went back to town to that bar, the Monarch's Arms. Night after night, waiting here to talk to somebody. This whole place was a bust. 1, 2, 3, fuck it, who cares? Keep them coming. Someone's passing outside, or just shapes through dirty glasses. Pretty brunette prowls by the bar, flirting with maybe. Fuck it, this whole let's just get out of here. The parking lot is just out back. Leaving town early, clutching your keys. Your car is just ahead, but a shadow looms out. Steps into the light. Something you forget to ask about the Tanner boys? Bold head, thick neck, a thumb with two slits, like a thumb with two slits for eyes. Plaid sticking out from padded vests that sees too many seasons. That's seen too many seasons. Paul Tanner here, now. Hands like catcher's mitts reach out. You stumble out of the way. Something missing here. Some dim alarm bell sings. Where's Vance? The gravel shifts behind you. A blinding crack on the back of your skull. You tumble. The chill of the asphalt against your cheek. Almost comforting. And then the moment dissolves. You shake your head, coming to your senses in the dark. Again in the dark. And here you are, locked in the trunk of a car. But, sorry. By two small town offenders on the road to who knows where. Judging by who's driving, it won't be good. The highway rumbles underneath. Your head's still throbbing. You might not be able to remember everything, but you know one thing. You've got to get the fuck out of here. I love the language on this. The car swings a hard turn, knocking you against the back of the seats. The darkness, juggling motion, and the sliding about makes you feel nausea, carsick, or maybe that's just a lack of oxygen. You hope you don't pass out again. The car swings another hard turn, swinging out in a fishtail, sliding you this time into the side. The rumble of the wheels is different, more percussive. The chunk and churn of gravel. You've got to get out of here. So what are you going to do? Examine the trunk door. Try checking the floor. Examine the back seat. Look through your belongings. I'm gonna examine the trunk door. Your phone doesn't offer the brightness you're expecting. You stare at the screen, the globe burning after images of her face in the darkness in strange inverted colors. Turn it around to examine the trunk door for a latch, a hook, anything. The screen casts only a patch, a small square of a blush white ghost light from it. Well, in front of it. Move it around. There. That is where the lock should be. There should be some kind of escape latch or emergency release switch here, right? The actual lock seems to be bolted to the door and attaches to the body of the car. Something that glows in the dark. A rubber tag. Anything? But nothing. Try to force the lock? I'm going to consider something else, because forcing the lock, that would screw you over. Check something. You're lying on your side with your fingers stretched out, and they catch the edge of a rug floor. That's coarse, artificial fiber that wears against your face. Come on now, chin up. Don't be like that. You can do this. There has to be something else in here. Maybe, aha, an edge. Your fingers catch on the edge of the carpet. Dig down. Pull back. There is a hard plastic panel under the rug that's loose. It's hard to lift the panel up while you're lying on it, but in some oafish drunk twister fashion, you manage. You hook your hand under and feel around. Cold rubbery knobs reveal a spare tire, a hard wedge of a jack, and most promising, the cool steel length of a tire iron. We'll fucking see what Paul says when he gets a face full of this. You're still in the trunk, so okay, Tintin. What are your options? Examine the trunk door. Check the floor. Examine the back of the seat. Look through your belongings. Hard not to panic, but you can do this, right? Let's do this. It's too tight to really turn around and face the back seat easily, but somehow you manage. The seat back is hard, and by holding up your phone, you can see it splits into two pieces, covered in the same coarse rug as the rest of the interior. It doesn't look like there's a way out. Listen closer. Listen closer. Bang on the back of the seat. Let's listen closer. Now that you're closer to it, the back of the seat really stinks of wet dog. Go figure. Close your eyes. You can hear something. Sounds like the faint crackle of conversation, but it could just be the radio. What now? Okay, I'll look at my belongings one more time. Apart from the snow scraper, there doesn't seem to be much else in here. Maybe they cleared everything out, but you still have your wallet, a cell phone. Ooh! Fuck the voice recorder. Let's do the book of matches. Let's set this bitch on fire if we can. Well, what good does this do me? Red and black, an ornate crown logo, the monarch's arms. On the inside, you know something else, scrawled in ballpoint. Sandy, 406-577-9530. I wonder if that's a real phone number. I'm gonna check that out later. Must have made an impression that night. Not that you remember much of it. Apart from the snow scraper, do I really want? Let's try the cell phone again. Still no signal. Just that face staring at you. A ghost smile, then it comes to you. Julie, is that her? At least you got your name. What now? Book of matches. Okay. Voice recorder. The recorder is a Sonic's brand digital recorder that has a small The recorder is a Sonic's brand digital recorder. Has a small an LED screen with a play and record button. On the screen, there's a number 1. Fuck it, let's get in trouble. The green light goes on, so you don't want him to come back because you are afraid. Second voice, scratchier than the first. Of course I'm afraid. You read all about him. Got your notes. You don't know what to be afraid of. I wanted to run the business. I wanted to run the business. All right. Folks started to ask me around again. And now with him back, he wants to. What was that? I didn't hear any. We can't talk no more. Put that damn thing away. The green light goes off, followed by a beep. Apart from the snow scraper, still in the trunk, Let's examine the trunk door. Still okay. Let's try to force a lock now. You try feeling around, just can't get your on the cold, greasy metal of a hook mechanism, but whatever's here doesn't look like it can be released from this side. You push again, brushing your back. There is the slightest bit of give. Maybe the tire iron might do a better job on that lock. Well, no shit. You hold your phone up again. Does its glow seem to be getting fainter? Maybe, but you still see a glimmer of the mechanism, and it looks the tire iron is just wide enough to punch into it. So what are you waiting for? Give her! The jam on the end of the tire arm into the lock mechanism. You jam the end of the tire iron into the lock mechanism, pushing and prying with all your might, but nothing. And now the iron's stuck. You lean down, pressing as much weight as your cramped form can bring, and ka-chink! You hook the truck door with your fingers just before it flies open. With any luck, the drivers didn't notice. Outside is the rush of road, fresh air, wind, stars, sky. Give me more of that. And you promise you'll find a nice, safe beat somewhere in the city. Maybe advertising. Swap glamorous royal creeps for the rough and dirty minds of creative brass. The car may have slowed down, but it's still awful fast. Try to hop out? Are you kidding me? What? It's gonna be, boy. We can wait all night. Well, I'm gonna try to hop out. You land with a thump, spinning off on the gravel, tumbling down a small gully beside the road. Your daze must have thumped your head off or something hard on the way down. Out on the road, the car skids to a halt. Ah, fuck. Get up. Pull yourself up, groan, slip down again into the reeds. Something's fucked with your knee. You hear the door slam up above on the road. God damn it. Get up, god damn it. You're on your feet. Where the fuck did he go? He skidded off the fucking side. Hey, Charlie, come on. We ain't gonna hurt you. Listen to them. Come out. Or listen to your gut. Fucking run. You stumble through some branches into a forest. A powerful flashlight beam sweeps around the gully, and you catch a glimpse of a pickup truck. You hear the voice call out, I know he's down there. Charlie, where you going? It's hard to move with your limp now. God, it hurts. There's a thick brush to your right. The ground rises, scattered with stones to your left. Do I want to go to my right or my left? Right, left, right, left, right, left. The stones might cause some problems. The branches are really hard to push through, but you make it. Scratching your face, the woods only gets deeper from here. Shit, you really have no idea where you are. You hear a cry from behind you. Sounds like the brothers are in the gully. You're stumbling, but you gotta keep going. Or head back and hope you can sneak past them. Keep going. You stumble over a root. Pain shoots through your joints, crying out. A flashlight beam finds you. You stumble to your feet and see the big shape of Paul Tanner lumbering towards you. All your thoughts of bolting drains from your nerves. Punctuation. Tanner's teeth shines an unhealthy yellow in the beam of his flashlight. You know we like to hunt. Just drive around to the northern woods and shine this light around. The woods like this, they stop. We bag the buck. Funny watching you do the same thing. What choice have you got? Before you make another move, Paul's hands hook hold of your collar, yanking you off your feet. What did you expect to do with me here, huh? You say you're gonna drag me out into the woods and kill me? Is that it? Paul Tanner drags you back around to the trunk. You rothers and your imagination, huh? No, we're not gonna kill you. Why would we do something like that? Not after the accident. What accident? That nasty fucking driving accident you had caused you to drink so had caused you to drink so much. Look, here's your 40. Look, here's your 40. That's not my fuck. Paul Tanner knocks a bottle hard into your head. You crumple onto the back bumper of the car. Wetness spills onto your clothes with the raw sting of whiskey. Then your hands heft under your shoulder. Then hands heft under your shoulder, tumbling you back into the trunk. Your head is still killing you. You stink like Southern Comfort. God damn, when is this game gonna stop? And in the dark, your mind wonders, at what point did life become one of those movies with an unwinnable scenario, sealed in a trunk, like a locked room, but it's not locked because of constraints. It's locked because that's all you can think of. You're depressed and you don't know why you came out here for this story. You've got alcohol problems. You're in a real crime story that is way over your head for a paper that won't even miss you when you're gone. What's another freelancer? No wonder you can't think of a way out of your situation, and now you're on your way to the end. Something vibrates in your pocket. They must have done the key in your cell phone by accident. Pull it out. The cold white light, that small familiar Julie. You're sure of it now. You know that's who she is, and then you realize something else. You just got signal. Call the damn police. Phone rings. Woman's voice. You have reached 911 emergency. How can we direct your call? Fire, police, ambulance. Can you believe you're hearing it? Hello, are you there? This is 911 dispatch. Can I get your address? You stutter. I'm in a trunk. I'm calling from a fucking trunk. I think it's my car. Then a pause on the line. Hold on, sir. Hold on. You'll be okay. Do you know where you are? No. You don't have any idea who you are. You stammer again, trying to think of through the fog, the stink, the throb in the back of your skull when it comes to you. I was in Braceville. I don't know how long we've been driving. Could be anywhere. You feel good. That recognition coming back. There's a pause on the line. Hello. Can you hear me? I'm in the fucking trunk somewhere outside of Braceville. You look down at the screen. The battery's empty. The screen goes blank, dropping you back into the void. You've been thrown backwards again as the car rumbles to a halt. There's no chance to settle. The car keeps bumping along, kiltering up on either side over some kind of rocky terrain. It creeps slower and then inches forward to a stop, slowly, before coming to a rest. The driver's door creaks open. They're coming for you. Last chance to grab something that might help. The tire iron. You stash the iron as good as you can into your sleeve and pocket. The trunk rattles and screeches open. Here it goes. You climb out of the trunk. The car is parked on the edge of a rocky cliff that juts out into a void. To your right and left, it drops off, and far below, the dark shimmer of water. Paul and Vince glower. Paul and Vince glower in front. What the? Okay. Paul and Vince glower in front of you. Behind them is their truck. Running lights pointing in your way. You know, Paul says as he pulls a snub-nosed revolver our granddad used to work this quarry. When it closed, put the whole damn town out of work. No one really knows how deep it goes. It goes how deep down it goes. Okay, except for you. If you don't tell us what we want to know. So, who'd you talk to? This might be your last chance. Tell him you called the cops. Ask Vince. Ask Vince what he thinks of this plan. Ask Paul where the bodies are. Ask Vince what he thinks of this plan. Hey Vince, you're going to let this keep going on? You point to Vince. How far do you want this to go? You really in that much of a rush to get back in a cell? What are you asking him for? Paul says, narrowing eyes. I don't know what he's talking about. Vince says. Wow, I feel like a freaking computerized voice. But what more can this punk do to us? He's got nothing. Let's send him back down to the city. Let him fucking do what? Paul shines the flashlight in his brother's face. Why don't you just see what you got to say? What you got to say first? Try them out. Try to weigh them out. Alright, I'm gonna take a fucking swing. It's right here, you say. It's right here, you say, and funny enough, Paul leans in for a look, and you fling the tire iron at his head, which hits him with a crack. Take that, motherfucker! Paul stumbles down onto the car behind him. Vince steps back, holding his hands out, yelling, "Whoa! Time to make your move." But what now? The brothers are still in front of you. Should you make a run for the pickup and make a break for it, or try the crazy option and die for cover in the trunk? Well, that's an interesting option. Die for cover in the damn trunk where they just had your ass, or make a break for it. You dart for the edge of the cliff. When you see Paul step up, Vince waving his arms in front of him. Paul, put the fucking gun away. What are you doing, Paul? The pistol fires. You're on the edge of a cliff. You don't stop to see. There's nowhere to go. Then the shock knocks the air from your lungs. There's a whistling going past your ears. Then the crash as you hit the water in the quarry below. Your last thoughts are the endless dark, marked by pinpricks of light, before you're swallowed by the void, taking you to the end. Wow. But I don't know what I did wrong. You think, as your conscience fades away, am I really down here in this murk, or did I just imagine it? Or, if you had another chance, what I would do if... Imagine it. You shake your head and come to your senses again. Here you are in the trunk of a car. Oh my god. How the fuck did I get... Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm done. That was Trunk, folks. I'm not gonna bore you no longer. Adios, and I'll see you next time.